You know, the challenge here is that of our polity. People continue to say all kinds of things, and the experiences that people had is their experience. There's nothing that we can do about it. When politicians are speaking, the people feel ostracized. When the people are speaking, it will sound like the politicians are not listening at all. Now, to what he has also said, on a normal day, there will be a lot of celebration, but right now there isn't any celebration. You probably come up with your own arguments as well, but the governor has called for his, brother, Mr. Ighodalo, to join him and so they can work together in government. How do you see that happening? Do you see it happening? Do you see a handshake across the Niger, as they say?
Thank you very much, Mr. Ayo. Sincerely, I was very happy to hear the governor speaking in that direction yesterday. I was at the court from morning till almost 8 p.m. last night. And when that judgment was, delivered, Senator Okpebholo affirmed. I want to tell you that the jubilation was everywhere, but it was at night, when this judgment was given. And beyond that, the good people of Edo State are expecting the governor to continue to do the work that they have started. And for the governor to come out, having the mindset of having a teamwork, let's do this together, calling on his brothers, sisters, across the aisle, across the board. Whether you are APC, PDP, Labour, ABGA, we must come together. Even making reference to, Barrister Aswe, that let's come together to put Edo State forward. I think that is what is expected of him, and that's what he did. So if my brother, I'm sorry that he's trapped in the wrong jacket in PDP, I was there before, like I've said before, you are very intelligent, very smart.
Gentlemen, I want to ask you.
So I want to say, let me just finish. So I want to say that Senator Okpebholo has started the good job he has started, and is doing that. And that's the reason people knew, they discovered a long time ago that this man is a doer, he's not a talkative. They say actions speak louder than voice. That is what he has been doing. He's expecting to come and speak here and there. No, he's working.
Let me ask you both,
gentlemen. And that's what he's doing.
Let me ask you both, and I need quick reactions to this. What did you make of the leak, the purported leak of the judgments before it was delivered? I haven't looked at the leak. I don't know whether it was the same thing that was delivered. I don't know if you have seen it and to compare notes, but what did you make of those kinds of attempts?
Well, for me, I was embarrassed, just like many people who expressed their views too. Embarrassed because we were not thinking that we had sunk so low into,
were they the same thing?
Well, not exactly the same thing, but for the fact that there is a purported leak of judgments to be given 24 hours later, and it's in favor of the APC. And suddenly, we're seeing a twist in judgments where evidence is put aside and, the judges just give, the declarations from what we don't know. It worries us because it appears that the leak was to prepare the minds of the people that justice would not come to the PDP, justice would not come to the Edo people. And so that was what they saw eventually. So I'm thinking...
Was it to prepare the minds of the people? Some people will read it differently. But let me quickly take his own take.
Do you know... This country, this social media that we have today, if care is not taken, we use it to destroy our own nation, our country, our dear nation. It's appalling, disheartening, unacceptable. Nobody will ever. How can? So the bonding of proof rests on PDP, on that issue. The burden of proof rests on them.
Why?
Because even in the tribunal, when the tribunal, the justice were giving, their information, every information they were giving, right there, when they say yes, you will see somebody inside the tribunal posting something different. What was being said by the chairman of the tribunal, Justice, Bochi, different from what was being circulated, right from inside the tribunal. So they were doing propaganda machine.
So you think that there were attempts at disinformation and misinformation?
Of course, that's what has been going on. They started this many That was a long time ago.
Okay, so
and they refused to stop this
I want you to speak to this, because we've seen that the current governor of the state, Mr. Monday Okpebholo, has now offered the olive branch to the PDP.
That's who he is.
Yeah, but given your own stance, given just how you still feel about this, I don't know whether it is possible that, I mean, also considering the fact that the candidate of the PDP is also still going to the Court of Appeal, how is that going to work out for unity and uniting members of all Edo citizens, wherever it is that they might be, to work for one common cause?
Listen to me, Mokwe. I was an aspirant. Because of what happened, of my son's death, I have to step aside. But I have to take a decision. Among all these aspirants, who should I support? And I have to go back and see what others have done. And I look at it holistically, that Senator Monday Okpebholo, a man from nowhere, a businessman, who came to contest the history. He won as a senator. He said he's not known, like my brother said. Now he came as a governor. Everybody rallied around him. Why? Because of his past antecedent. He's a doer. He's not a talkative.
Okay.
So now, the olive of brand that he has offered, and I believe with people like my son here, we encourage him to join the governor to move Edo State forward. If he really does have the interest of Edo State at heart, he should do the right thing by joining hands. Because a lot of people that were aspirant today are joining him to move Edo State forward.